Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. Fellow Nigerians across the globe, this is still George Onyibe. And of course, this morning, we will begin to poke, we will continue to poke your curiosity. We will help you to develop the ability to ask questions, pertinent questions, that eventually will never allow the truth to elude you. Questions like why, what, who, and where. In any situation and circumstance you find yourself, favorable or not favorable, if you are an individual that asks these 4 questions, it is either you are able to stop something negative or you are able to sustain something positive. And based on this, I want to draw the attentions of those that are involved or affected directly or indirectly. And that is why this morning I want us to look at the message I simply titled, Nigerians should learn from the Igbo Biafra Antecedent. Anyoma people, Usimilindokwa Anyocha people, learn from the Igbo Biafra Antecedent. And of course, Ikwere people, Ahoda, Abua, Adua, Emowa, so many of you, learn from the Igbo Biafra Antecedent. Uliongo, Esako, Awuchi, Ekpoma, learn from the Igbo Biafra Antecedent. And of course, the entire ethnic group in the South, you must learn from the Igbo Biafra Antecedents. Why, who, what, and where. And of course, the entire supposed majority and Nigeria in its totality, you must ask these questions. You must learn from the things that have happened in the past, which has the capacity to influence and in fact change our future, because you will not be able to fully comprehend. Our fathers ignored this ripple effect we are experiencing today, because to them, they trusted, they loved, they believed, they hoped for, they looked forward to. And the more they get closer, their dreams and inspiration was just a mirage. You can only whisper it, and it is gone. You are betrayed instantaneously. And look at where we are today. No, look at where we are today. You have money, it's useless. You are educated, it's of no good. And 99.9% of us have to survive in a will that is not ours. And that is when some people believe in grace. But it's not supposed to be so. Because as free moral agents, we can decide our future. In fact, that is why we are referred to free moral agents. If we are not in control of our destiny, and then how could you say you know the meaning of life? It's miserable. And that is why the African continent today, they are miserable people. And I'm sorry to say that, but it is the truth. Because there are people out there who will never allow us to be in control of our future. And this is one issue we cannot come out and address holistically. Because we are yet to learn the strategies of the imperialists, these invaders. We are yet to learn. And every one of us has built a defense system. And sometimes to protect our tribes, sometimes to protect our kindred, sometimes to protect our cabals, sometimes to protect our immediate family. And ultimately, you will find yourself on one end alone trying to protect yourself, which eventually is impossible. But let me remind you as an African, forget about the affiliation you having with any Western world. It is going to take more and collaboration with those who place you there to liberate yourself until you understand their body language. What the president of Burkina Faso is doing today is not something you do not know that will happen. It is not something that is new. It is something that is to be expected. But the truth that have eluded us is who will take the lead for us. Mali, Chad, Burkina Faso, and the rest of them are taking the lead for Africa. But believe me, they are yet to fight. If they can pull down Muammar Gaddafi, if they can pull down Nkrumah of Ghana, if they can pull down all these progressive-minded African leaders, I won't tell you what we know about Nelson Mandela of South Africa, how it ended. Those people need to get ready to fight. They must learn from their antecedent. And that is for them to survive. Very soon, France will tell the whole world that Ibrahim Touré is a criminal. He's a human trafficker. He's a producing weapon of mass destruction. He's stealing money. He's corrupt, and they will call him names. And they will mobilize his own people to destroy him. But this will not happen for a very long time. This can only be checkmated. It can only be stopped when we get to a stage when we are ready to separate the wheat from the chaff. When we get to the stage when we are ready to call a spade a spade. When we are ready to embrace this truth like part of our beating heart, irrespective of whose fault is God. I know you will not understand. I like to create scenario. Maybe you'll be able to picture it, because there are certain things we cannot alter them in words. Indians got to a particular position in their life. They have seen the truth and they need to move on. They want to be the author of their destiny. But it's not going to come on a platter of gold. The external influence begin to play with their morality, their mentality. Indians begin to have issues. And that was the moment where they must separate the chaff from the wheat. And then you have Bangladesh today. And then you have the Pakistan, and then you have the Indians today. It was necessary. It was necessary. But we must learn from antecedent. And now those who have left, how can they compare themselves with India? And that is to tell you that in the whole event, Indians saw the vision. India was not there to manipulate anybody. But let's move on to China. China and Japan was one country. All these Asian nations you see, when they come to that moment of separating the wheat from the chaff, nobody will tell you. But understand, this is not the will of their making. But learning from the antecedent, if that is what will bring a sustainable future where they can be the author of their destiny, and then so be it. And today, those who has kept them on their knees for years cannot confront them today. And I know African will get there one day, but a journey of 100 kilometers starts with a step. What makes us human? If we don't have the capacity to love, what is the essence of love if it is not built on trust? And how can you trust somebody who is unpredictable? And what is their loyalty when they don't love you? How can you rule them? You will not understand. And now I have to continually call out to the Igbo Biafra, because to the best of my knowledge, extensive knowledge I should tell you about my country, Nigeria, they are the one that is responsible to 99.9% of all the atrocity going on. And somewhere you don't have to say it. No, you are insulting them. If you say you are Igbo man and you are a Biafra, hear me well and hear me closely. You are the problem of Nigeria. But why am I saying it? So that you change. It's your choice. If you like, you change. If you like, continue on that path. The point is that you will be beaten in your own game. You're dancing naked already in the marketplace, and everybody will know you for who you are. Everybody already know. Wike actually was in PDP and still in PDP and adopted Tinubu. Predictably, Soludo is in Abga or whatever party he belongs to. He has adopted Tinubu. And now they are all looking at 2027 when they are barely into 2 years of their 4 years. Nobody is concerned about how to make Nigeria greater. They are looking for spending the resources of this country on how to secure the next election. They are predictable already. But this is the switch there. Tinubu from Antecedent know Nigerian politics. I have made it clear in one of my broadcasts that when Tinubu is done with Nigeria for the next 8 years, he will establish a structure like Lagos State. And if care is not taken, all of you are in for a very wrong ride. It does not need to make mouth. No be baba wey dey shake. No be bula blah blah blue bulu blah. Now all of you want to join bula blah and blah blue. It is not the interest of the people that is your concern. It is fueling your personal ego. You believe it's national cake, you have to steal it. Survival of the fittest. But yet on daily basis, we blame the politicians. We blame our monarch. We blame the police. We blame the army. We blame the civil service. We blame everybody. But none of us blamed themselves. But don't worry. Until we become responsible in our very little way, we are not ready to start this journey. And now let us come back home and learn from these antecedents of the Igbo Biafra. I want you to pay close attention. When Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was the president, certain individuals, most especially the Igbo Biafras, expected to benefit so much from him. But Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, truth be said, played politics of appeasement. It is said he had more infrastructure projects going on in the north, even more than in the south where he comes from. He has to please everybody from the cabal to whoever. He wanted peace. He wanted to be transparent. I want to believe he did his best. But then watch his greatest friends and his greatest enemy. It was Igbo Biafra. When they couldn't get what they want, from underground, they bombast that man. When I mean bombasting, it's not as if their stakeholder come out and play the game. They use people you pay attention to and mesmerize all of you. And now we learned. Father Mbaka spent 4 years of his ministration in his adoration ministry, calling good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck. Everywhere good luck. Everywhere everywhere good luck. Go and look at 99.9% of people carrying out social media attack on Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. All of them are Igbo Biafra. And finally, Buhari came. The same group of people were telling us that Buhari is a messiah, Buhari is this one. They were the best ally, this Igbo Biafra of Buhari. And then when they did not get what they want from President Ahmed Muhammadu Buhari, he became their enemy. This Igbo Biafra unleashed Biafra agitation. Why were they not there during the time of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan? Why did we not see Biafra agitation during the time? There is always a reason for everything. And we are learning. I'm coming. We started Biafra agitation. It is to address the issue of restructure. Yes, we must consider political imbalance. Yes, we must do resource control, where we must review Bill of Rights and so many other grammar. We are always fooled because you can always be fooled. In most cases, because your people are the one fooling you, so you have to be fooled. Or because you are ignorant, so you have to be fooled. Or because you are afraid, so you have to be fooled. Or because you have no will of your own, you have to be fooled. It really makes sense. But then, when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was in power, 99.9% of what Igbo Biafra were agitating for was some of the things he tried to settle. For a very long time, Nigeria has not had a national confab where people will register their displeasure, their complaint as far as the system is concerned. That very national conference was never implemented. It was embodiment of insult and arrogancy displayed by the political class. Till tomorrow morning, nobody talks about it. I will humbly remind us that at that instant, when the national confab was called, they went to every region. They brought in progressive-minded Nigerian patriots to come because they are the heart of their people. They know what is affecting their people. They gather them. But this morning, I choose one of them. Samuel Ubumudia. He was still alive then. He came and complained that he's not happy about how the Midwestern region was destroyed, completely squashed, unconstitutional. They shut him up. The rubbishing, you can't say that. All of you Nigerians, you were there. The Midwestern region was created through plebiscite, referendum. You cannot destroy it without the same plebiscite and referendum. But how would they call for a plebiscite or referendum when Igbo man, Agu Yorunsi, Biafra man have removed it from constitution? And so it is convenient for them to destroy the Midwestern region, squashing us into Edo and Delta State. And today they think they are making us happy. We are very proud. We are happy. We are Bendela. We are Idolite. Do what you want to do. But the truth will always stare at you in the face, looking back at you into your heart and your soul, as if it's to be a mirror. No, fellow Nigerians, we had 4 regions in Nigeria. What did you do to the 3rd region? You can't go there because we are minority, bunch of minorities, so we are inconsequential, we are controversial, and we are irrelevant. Is that what you're telling me? You cross a region down, you break them down, squeezing them into 2 states. But who am I? Who am I? What is it? But I'm coming. Biafra agitation did not talk about that. We have not come to cry for marginalization or any other thing. But Biafra agitation later took another turn. They kill Igbo people, they kill Igbo people, they took our property, they took our money. But we have never come on social media to tell you that Nigerians did not refund to us all the money stolen by Igbo Biafra people. Because the central bank of the Midwestern region was robbed. Every of the political leaders were killed and replaced with Igbo people. We were robbed, a lot of things were done to us. It's not marginalization. It is not oppression. It is not evil. And then yet Obafemi Awolowo compensated Igbo Biafra. He gave them 10 pounds. Ojukwu did not tell us the money he and his men robbed from our region. He didn't tell us. That is our money. That is our money. I'm coming. But they are fighting for Biafra. And when they're done with the Biafra, they corrupt the whole system. That is expected because money is involved. When money is involved, trust Igbo Biafra to your own detriment because they will stop at nothing. They will choose the money above integrity. They move. Why they are fighting? Oh, give us Biafra. They are still jumping. We must be president. It is Igbo president. The same bunch of Biafra people who say they are Biafra inside this Nigeria. Obedient movement is still there. But you see, it is just what it is. Our Peter Obi, the candidate, the qualified governor. Go and look at Labour Party. Labour Party is a war zone. A man who cannot put his political party, one of the most fierce and loyal party group I have seen in my entire life. They are at war. Our perceived Messiah president, his political party is at war. He has not made any comment there. He's jumping up and down, telling you how he will go to make Nigeria metamorphose to Dubai, and we shall look like United Emirates in 1 week, and we shall look like Indonesia and then Malaysia and Orobosheria and Arakata. Pa! If you don't want to learn, don't worry. People in time past has communicated to our leaders, appealing to the conscience of our people in so many forms and dimensions. I did not understand, but now I know. Let me digress. In those days, as a younger person, before the era of the modern day Jay-Z music, music was actually not meant for just entertainment. They were inspiration, for advice, help you build morality, pass message. They were in fact gospel. I remember a song by many musicians. Let's look at Mandatos. He sang a song. He say, once we so great a nation, You must know that song. Stella, oh, 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 yeah. Go and look at the musician along all those lines. What is his name? Sonny Okosu. Africa is now or never. You got to lose it or win it forever. Kaije Ozi. And I'm sure you still remember it. You can go to African China. You can go to all those musicians on those era. They were the evangelists sent to appeal to the conscience of Nigeria, to learn from antecedents, past history, as is affecting our life. They are gone. Amazingly, 99.9% of all these musicians who sang about correcting Nigeria, 99.9% of them are from Benin, Midwestern region. Bende State. 99.9% from Mandatos to Rusiliki, from Urusiliki to Raskimono, from Raskimono, 99.9%. You didn't listen to them, and now those prophets are gone. They ended their music career of ministration, appealing to your conscience, to apply your heart to reasoning. Did you know how they end it? Some are saying that we lazy, some are saying that we crazy, some are saying that we lazy, some are saying that we crazy. All what we hear in this world to do is just to preach the word of freedom. All what we hear in this world to do is just to preach the word of Jaja. So that means we're not lazy. People hear me saying, Rastafira. I hope you know that song. And that was the end of their era. And now they are gone. And now our era has come. We will do it, but you must change. It's just a matter of time. If you refuse to accept and embrace the change will force itself on you because it is inevitable and it is constant. We're preaching to you. Focus on the real change. If you refuse it, the truth, this change will force itself on you. Because you have no choice. You either embrace it or the truth will force itself on you. You ignore them. And now, why they are doing the obedient movement? We said, thank God. 50% are now wanting to build Nigeria. Let's give it a shot. The same Bender State carry it in their head. The same Bini people carry it in their head. Obedient to every Bini, obedient to, obedient to, obedient to, obedient to. But ironically, when it didn't work, how they turned against Bini and Oba of Bini is what I still don't understand. No, you don't got to say it. You don't got to say it. Oba of Bini did not yield to them. They entered Bini. Bini did not yield to them. They entered Urubu and Ishekiri. He did not yield to them. They hit Isha to Bini. It didn't work for them. The same group of people. They now change at the same era, at the same time, in the same dispensation, and they started uniting Igbo people. Ikwere is Igbo. They entered Ikwere. Senator Mbata must understand that he has ruptured the ego of the Ikwere people, putting their integrity under question by other ethnic groups within that consent. I was in one of their platforms, and one guy was talking rubbish. He was on Rudolph's platform, talking rubbish. You people are very patient. And what rubbish was he saying? Who is Ikwere? What does Ikwere have? Ikwere. He was talking rubbish. And you look at that very program, and then look at the mentality of this guy. They are the same people trying to unite Igbo people, but the slightest opportunity they have, they will destroy you. This same group of people, why they are trying to upset the balance in Ikwere land, they are in Anyoma. They start canvassing for another state in our name, using our people, that Anyoma should be given to the southeast. What did they really want? Why they are pushing, Anyama to be given to us, Anyama to be given to Anyama is Igbo, Anyama is Igbo. I'm sure about 50% of Ishekiri people will tell you they are Yoruba. Why is Yoruba not coming to collect them? to give them their own Yoruba state and carve it to the southeast? Or is there a new plan to butcher what is left of us? We must learn from antecedents. People from Midwestern region, Edo and Delta, and of course in extension, South-South. Because South-South people don't know what is happening. They were slaves in the old Eastern region. They just luckily survive. We have always been free men. We will remain free men to the end of time. It doesn't matter what they do. Now, when the issue of Benin cannot work, they entered Abo. I need you to follow what I tell you. All of a sudden, they tell you Abo is the capital of Ulushu. Abo is where they do fake miracle. These people are spending money to demonize us. Abo became talk of the town. Who are Abo people? We are just humble farmer. Our greatest achievement is palm wine tapper. But we are not drunkards. We do farm work. We respect ourselves. We believe in the principle of live and let's live. I say our greatest invention is we are palm wine tapper. Any other thing? Have we boasted? Have we told you we are the most intelligent? Even when we are the product of some of the most intelligent human property across the globe? Have we told you we have wealth or resources? Even when we are wealth itself in personification? Have we challenged you? And so what did we do? Tiny Agbo become Igbo Biafra problem. Maybe they were looking for me. But come and get me. It's unfortunate. Now, they couldn't penetrate Abo because they don't understand how we function. It was Ebake. And I listened to somebody from Ebake. And most of you will think it's making sense. And the person was shouting, we are not Benin. We the Ebake people. Yes, we are Eka. We are not, no, he said we are Eka. We are not Benin. And I listened closely because that buffoon is supposed to be an elder without due respect. But he showed himself at the end. How did he show himself? He said, the closest we can go is that we are Eka people. Of course you are Eka people. You will tell us the truth you are hiding from. If Ebake children, next generation don't want to get sense, it's just that when they are taking you slave and going to conquer you, they will pass our frontage. That is the only salvation you are going to have. Because if we were to be in Onitsha, they will destroy all of you, conquer you, humiliate you, take away your identity, as they have done to Obaru people, Onitsha people. Silently. And the man continued yapping. Yes, Eka Igbo. Thunder fire you, your papa na Eka Igbo. Your father is Eka Igbo. Because you don't have shame. You don't have dignity. Do we have Igbo Eka? Is Igbo people older than us? Is Igbo people older than Eka? I thought you are Enuane. But of course you have accepted defeat already. You have been conquered. We are Eka Igbo, Eka Igbo. We the Eka Igbo. Your papa na Eka Igbo and your mama na Eka Igbo. I am a Eka man. And when you ask me which side of Eka or which side of Agbo, I can now go and say Isumunede. It is Akomaze. It is Utokbo. It is Otolopo. It is Ebake. It is Eboto. It is Ubojobo. It is Naifo. It is Owali Zudu. It is Ali Shime. It is Ekukwabo. I can now go on and on and on and on and on. I call all of them for you, Tulupu, Mbili, Emohon, and the rest of them. Nothing like Igbo there. Get sense and save yourself. Learning from the antecedents. We were a region outside the Eastern region. They say we are Igbo. Let's peg it there. And then under the old Eastern region, we have the people they say that are their Igbo in Cross River State. They have the people they say that they are Igbo in River State. And they have the people that are Igbo. They say they are Igbo in Bayelsa State. That part of supposed Igbo in Bayelsa State was part of River State. And then the half of Bayelsa State was part of Delta State. Now, all the part of Bayelsa State that was under the East River State and Cross River State that makes up the Akwa Ibom State and the old Eastern region, none of them are in good relationship with these Igbo Biafra people. None of them. If they were properly managed, no Igbo Biafra person will be telling you Ikure is Igbo, Ikure is Igbo. Because organically, relationship would have been built. But the foundation of the relationship was tampered with. And the pillar is trust and love. The moment you remove the pillar, which is trust, and the beam or lintel, which is love, it's over. The person that don't trust you, how can he love you? And then how can you lead somebody who don't trust you, neither they don't love you? You're a miserable person. But this is the switch. This is the purpose of this broadcast. Why they are trying to unite Igbo, they are doing many things. Now politically, they are trying to join Tinubu. I think in Ababa way they shake. You think they don't know what they're doing? They have agenda. Every move, it is calculated. They have targets. And none of their agenda will favor us. It will only diminish us. That is the resistance we are mounting here. They have more media power than us. Propaganda. They have money more than us. They have connection in Nigeria more than us. If they tap their finger, we will disappear. But the only thing we have is originality. Our values. And you see, this is our last line of defense. And we will not lower it down. And that is why they must take us, let them come like a conqueror, that it may be on history, that at a particular point in time, we were conquered. And we are left. Is anybody fighting America and the rest colonial terrorists who say they are colonial master? Is any of us fighting the imperialists? We have accepted it, looking for a way out. Come and conquer us. Until then, Agbo is not Igbo. Ikure is not Igbo. Anyoma is not Igbo. We are not Igbo if we are not in the southeast. And if you are in the southeast, does not mean you are Igbo, most especially when you are Biafra. And calling you to learn from Antecedent is just a way of reminding you that you should learn from how they do what they do and begin to follow them to do the same thing. They will say you are a bad person. To them, I'm a bad person. But it's understandable because my people say, Onya mani hibe mane, akpo waiji. Onya mani hibe mane, akpo waiji. I would rather answer that bad name, knowing what they know and beating them in their own game, than to be a good man. Let me explain. You see, if you live, for instance, in face me and face you, where there is jealousy, where there is envy, and then somebody want to do juju for you. Maybe it's your neighbor. They want to do juju for you. And now they put the juju and you know it's juju. And then you see the juju and you jump the juju. They say, Kai, God save him. We will get him next time. And then they reinforce and bring another juju and put it on your way. And then you still see the juju and you jump him. They say, it be like say this man they do juju. Now then they do juju for you. Now then go say be like say they do juju. But hold on. And then after a while, they put another juju. You still see the juju. You still jump and pass. The next thing is, I said it. That man is a knockout. That man is a bad man. That man is evil. Why are you evil? Why are you bad? You know what they know. Now you are a bad person. To them, I'm saying hate speech. But when they were on Radio Biafra, when they were doing their Biafra, when they are insulting everybody, everybody is Olusho, Janjaweed Yoruba, Boko Haram, Hausa, Janjaweed, Yoruba of Anja, Chameleon, and yapping everywhere. It's not a hate speech. It's a bold movement. Kill the army, destroy the police, DSS, Fulani, Janjaweed. Everybody rubbish, you hopeless Christians everywhere. Brr, 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 brr. They were bold. It was convenient. Now listen, fellow South. Do not take what we are telling you for granted. There are a lot of things we are going to do in the coming days, and that is replicating them. That is replicating them. That is creating a version of themselves in ourselves. That is initiating the power of mutation to be able to match them. So when they come like elephant, we present ourselves as elephant. When they come as crocodile, we show them the side of crocodile. And when they come as antelope, we let them know we are equally antelope. And maybe they will have to move back. Did you see them challenge Yoruba? Do you see this Igbo Biafra challenge Hausa? Because these people over time develop the power of mutation. So when you do anyhow, then give you anyhow. But we are looking at them. No, look at Igbo Biafra. Do you see them challenge Yoruba or Hausa? Because Yoruba and Hausa have their way. Diplomatically, Yoruba will wipe their ass internationally and locally. They know. Hausa, populistically, will wipe their ass. But what are we doing? You're not learning from antecedents. It's going to be very dangerous because we are suffering from it already. It's humiliating. It's an insult. When you tell me I answer your name, that my language is your language, it's an insult. And when you can barely understand my language, but yet, because there are similarity, you insult me. There are a lot of similarity between English and French. I've never heard a French person telling the English person, you borrow this language from me. What about Latin? There are similarity between the French, the Latin, and the English. So many similarity. I've not heard any of them challenging each other. Why are you speaking my language? Why are you speaking this one? Why are you speaking this one? Rather, they use this mentality, this knowledge, to make themselves greater. But look at Igbo Biafra. Yeah, go and drop your Igbo name. God will punish your father. Unyama in Igbo is not Unyama in Igbo. Because Ola in Igbo land is not Ola in Yoruba land, and it's not Ola in Bayelsa. When you people say Ola or Ola, they are different things. Respect me so that I can reciprocate. Today they say our name is their name, our language is their language. They are now telling you that our land, Agbo, is Biafra land. By implication, Agbo belongs to Igbo Biafra. Isha is Biafra land. Can't you learn? No, are you not willing to learn? But they are progressing. They are advancing. They are not pulling back. And I know the greatest hold they have on our people. I am not giving you in-depth analysis of what we know, because it's not meant for you. Those who will know this truth will be there. And this information will get to all of you. So that the Peking will say, Mama no go sleep, himself no go sleep. They are everywhere around our community, sleeping, enjoying, and making parable that anywhere they enter, they will take over. Do you know the meaning? Imagine me and fellow Igbo person enter Igbo land, and we now tell ourselves, anywhere you reach, you conquer. Wherever the sole of your feet touch, you possess. Then born you were. But in our community, they beat their hand in the chest and say, even create their own king in our land. You people don't know the end result of this issue if we do not bring it down. When you enter Hausa community, they give you boundary. When you enter Yoruba community, they give you boundary. When you enter Igbo community, they give you boundary. But they are everywhere, scallywanding and ravaging, and what grammar do I use for them? Everywhere in our community. It's what good for the goose, not good for the ganja. Our children will yield for them. They will bow for them if we don't make a stand. And that is the end of all of us. At least our generation, our fathers were able to point out to the truth. And now, who is pointing out the truth to your children? When we are influenced by social media, when we take instruction from social media, when they are giving you husband and wife online, do I blame you? You are going to stay inside the matrix and marry online because you are going to born online baby because there is no relationship, no reasoning, no articulation, nothing whatsoever like experience. And you think we are the same generation? You think you are as privileged as I am? Think again. And now, they have moved ahead of us, even 100 years into the future. ravaging the internet, feeding the internet with disinformation without anybody to respond back. Where will your children get the truth in the nearest future that will enable them to begin to ask these four important questions? Why? Who? Where? What? And of course, when? That makes it 5. It's a question we must constantly ask in every situation and circumstance. Each time I sit down and I begin to search different search engines, most especially the issues I know already, I want to see what has been fed into this search engine. And it's amazing. They submit because so many lies. I've said it in one of my broadcasts. I was using the AI search engine to find out how many communities do we have in Anyoma. The AI said blah, 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 blah. But there was a community I was looking for. I've been there, but they don't exist. It's in Anyoma land. So many communities you never know exist. You can hardly access them today except through Anambra State. Because the oil well there, you can only access it through Anambra. And it's Anambra people that are collecting the return from SPDC. The very oil that is in our land. Where you talk, is he hate? Make una no worry, I'm coming. So I was actually looking if their name will appear. I asked the search engine up to 2-3 times. Each time you upgrade the name. Each time you upgrade the name. Each time you upgrade the name. It got to a point and say, no, this is all that it is. This is all the community that is in Anyoma. That is comprises of Osimilindokwa, Anyocha, and Eka. And I now mention the name of the community. Because he has referred me to check another search engine. That is why I know that what is in Google is not what is in AI. What is in AI is not what in Encyclopedia, nor Wikipedia, nor Yahoo, whatever. They have their different source of information. Who is feeding them with your history? Is it your people or is Igbo Biafra? And then I ask, what about this community? Boom, AI say, yes, it's true. Further studies show that. And so all the community that did not surface while I was interrogating the AI, all of them just pop up. I smiled. And he said that the AI now responded and said, if I have even more knowledge about that discussion, that they will lack my service. And then I apologize. The AI is very unique anyway. That some information I cannot get from them, I can go to other search engine. And that is when it dawned on me that you don't just jump on Google, jump on Yahoo, jump on Phonies, jump on any app and ask questions. Find out who is feeding that search engine with that question. You see, we have works to do. They've gone ahead into the future because there is no sense of community any longer. No more tests by moonlight. No more kid and kid sitting. Your children, your 5 children can sit in one room for 1 month without even playing with each other because everybody already have their Android phone. So their next line or easiest spot to get information is on social media. And what are you doing about it? We are shaking our nyash, shaking our breasts, making fun and comedy. Have you seen the TikTok space of China and Japan people? Come and do anyhow there so that you know they value the future of their next generation. No, come and prank. Life is about prank. Have you not done enough damage with prank than reality? And now they are not doing programs that build psyche. They're building more programs that cause hatred, that cause division, and destroy your morality, having damaged your psyche. But I do not judge anybody. But I'm just telling us to learn from antecedents. If there are a group of Nigerians that will move ahead into the future to rewrite our history, you should ask yourself, why? For what? Who are they? When did they do that? And what exactly is it they want? Ask yourself this question. And if you are able to assess the answer, you will understand why we took our stand to this very moment. And this is where I will stop. We are doing a lot of things. It's not against the rule. It's not against the law. We are not fighting anybody. We are trying to preserve our culture, our heritage, our customs and tradition, most importantly, our values. We have started gathering already. And of course, hopefully before the end of the day, we're going to have our first meeting. I encourage you to be part of it. Because the job is not the job that is meant for one man. I can't handle it alone. Believe me. Some of you are more knowledgeable than me. Because I am not omniscience, neither omnipresent. I am none of this. I'm just a simple man. I am not a wealthy man. And certainly I'm not a beggar. I could not boast to be one of the intellectual property of this nation. But believe me, 99.9% of academians Nigeria have, I will put all of them on their heels in any study. Geography, physics, chemistry, any profession, I will put all of them on their heels. But I'm not an academian. I must humbly make that submission. I'm not better than anybody. And maybe I know what you don't know. That is just the difference. And so some of you can walk faster. Some of you can crawl. Some of you can fly. Some of you can run. Everybody is needed to save the next generation of our people. From the manipulators, the infiltrators, we must save our people. They are politicians. When I mean politicians, it's not in terms of governance, but with the idea that they are there to make promises and fail, just to get hold of power. And then they will know what to do with your remains. We need finance, very big finance. This is where Igbo Biafra comes in. They will now begin to tell you, don't mind him, he's hungry, he need money, he's yahoo yahoo, don't give him money. That is to delay the project. But it's a lifetime project. And after we are gone, it must continue. And so we're not going to lay a shabby foundation. But when they were looking for ego dosiobodo, ego banko, ego lomunwanye, ego chu Biafra, ego inwe bongwaria, ego inwe Boko Haram, ego imemenka on Radio Biafra, they were not beggar, they were not pauper, they were rich. Don't let them fool you. I remain George Onibe. I am their destiny. I am their doom. Whatever you give to us, we will give back to you. If you give us love, you will reap love. If you give us peace, you will have peace. If you give us corruption, you will reap it from the wide wind. That is just the law of karma. That is why I tell you, I am your destiny. I am your doom. Try and destroy me. Watch yourself destroy yourself in no time. Try and make me. Watch yourself making yourself in no time. None of you can help me. And certainly I cannot help any of you, except there is a divine mandate for me to do that. Having said this, you're interested in what you are doing, in pushing information to the social media, information that will help our children find back their way back home in the nearest future, inbox me. That is all I have to tell you for now. I'll go to the comment section and then bring the broadcast to an end. Because I love insult. They love to insult, and I love insult. It has become a motivational factor for me. Yes, I see Festus. He say, we, the people of South, cannot work with Igbos. Igbo are the only tribe that force themselves on people. When you challenge them, they abuse you or cry, hit. Let them stay on their own. Festus, that's the truth. It is not the hatred that drives us, but the simple fact that their manipulative nature is uncalled for. We can't tolerate it anymore. You are the one marginalizing others. You are the one crying for marginalization. You are the one robbing others. You are the one crying for robbery. You are the one killing others. You are the one crying they are killing you. You are the one Igbonizing everybody. You are the one crying of fulinization. Who the heck are these guys? Maybe it's time we make Nigeria uninhabitable for them, so they go back to Equatorial Guinea, or they go back to Israel, or wherever they say they come from. Because it's obvious that is why they are doing what they are doing. After all, they have nothing to lose. What a shame. I see Afam. He say leave Ikwere. What is leave Ikwere? Leave Ikwere like how? That Ikwere is Igbo like you? How did you treat Ikwere when they were in the eastern region? Leave Ikwere. Are you not blaming Ikwere people for abandoned property? Which I know that Ikwere people has nothing to do with abandoned property. But are you not still blaming Ikwere people? Because you are riddled and destroyed by your guilt. Under the old eastern region, you people took over Ikwere life. Change Ikwere community to Igbo name. Your own Igbo name. Take everything from them. Allocate land to yourself. Right there from Enugu, take over Ikwere land. And the abandoned property issue out of your greed, farm, made them to recover the land Ujuku and rest Igbo Biafra took from them before the war. So which is leave Ikwere alone? Or don't you know Ikwere migrated from Midwestern region? Have they not told you because you kidnapped them to be leader of Antecedent Igbo? Does it change the fact that Ikwere people migrated from Bendel? You want to know the part of Bendel? But you are a disgrace. Be forcing yourself. Don't go and maintain your Igbo. Did you not hear the last advice Omo of Okpana gave to you people? Go and put your house in order. You're using petrol to rob yourself and you want to quench fire. So you come and take Ikwere now. I think why won't Ikwere? They don't have sense. Leave Ikwere alone. Mad piece of Ikwere people. Oh, I forget. Ikwere now is the leader of Ndibo. Hey, Atoro. I see easy. And what did he say? Criminal IPOB African rep. Go arrest. You shall soon be arrested for all your atrocity act. But you are not making sense. I've been arrested several times. I went to court, and each of them I was released. Did they not release Nnamdi Kanu? And they gave him terms and conditions and say, oh boy, maintain, respect yourself. Did he not turn and say he's going to Abuja to bring Buhari head? But when we left the court, having been investigated, discharged and acquitted, our case struck out, we begin to ask questions because we saw the criminality of Igbo. I can only be a testament against Nnamdi Kanu. Will IPOB killing people before? Will IPOB raping people before? Will IPOB unknown gunmen before? We have left before Nnamdi Kanu criminalize it. All I can do for Nigeria is give them evidence of Nnamdi Kanu activity. On ground and online. Mumu. Is that not you people use me? Then when you finish using us, you will destroy us? Is that not why Igbo people are crying for everybody to be Igbo? Because we are your bulletproof. Is that not how you people destroyed Chukwuma and Zogo? Is that not how you people killed Philippe Fiong? Is that not what you people did to Achuse? They all lived in regret all their life. You tell us, serve Nigeria and come back in shame. But those of us who work with Igbo people, we have been disgraced. Shame on Igbo Biafra. Is it who will arrest me? Your father? You think I'm Igbo man? You think I'm Ijeli? Do you think I'm Ijeli? All these years you people have been working to see how to get to me. Just invite me. You think I'm in diaspora? It's a shame. Easy. Abi easy. It's a shame. Who would join hand with you now, Igbo Biafra? No, check the level of disgrace you have brought to yourself. Everybody now is looking at you with crocodile eye. Kone eye. You cannot be trusted. We are disgraced. Oh, Igbo Biafra. It's a shame anyway. Let's move on. More insult, please. More insult. I see Edo Odion. You say Igbos in Yamani missed blood. Don't mind the criminals. You know, they like to intimidate people. When they talk it, you now begin to like, why is Soludo going to join Jagaban now? I thought you people hate Jagaban. He's now adopting Yoruba. Yoruba that hate Igbo. You people want to adopt Tinubu now. Finally, if you can't beat them, you join them. These are words of somebody without integrity. Now you people want to join Tinubu. I am gonna come now, but Tinubu must be careful because they know how to spoil the dish. You say, George Onibe, I am with you till the end. Uyi, I greet you from here. Miri Obaru, I greet you from here. I am Igbo from the riverine area, but Ifeledi eme ndi ama. This madness of acquiring everyone, whether they like it or not, is troubling. It's troubling. No, look at the praise they shower on me when I was their mugu. And look at their desperation to destroy me now that I fall out of a tune with them. And so when we come on social media, we begin to threaten the rest of Nigeria. All of us are now Igbo. Now we have united as Igbo. Igbo is in Lokoja. Igbo is in Kwantagora. You are all Igbo. And then what? So we destroy Nigeria? Why you people hide in your backyard and use us, betray us like you betrayed others? And then when they have finished killing us, as they massacred Asaba, you will now come and claim them. Igbo Biafra people, you think our eyes is not on you, what you are doing in Asaba? Don't worry. That is where you will see the next abandoned property you have not dreamed of. Or you'll be taking the land. It's a shame. And they don't want us to see it. So many comments here. We will go there. You see Henry Uchenna, Igbo of 1914, Ajayi Crowder. So many comments here. But we'll continue from there. This is where I bring the broadcast to an end. Igbo Biafra people, drop your insult. But you are not going anywhere. Makane ijakodi Jesus pabili onwe ka ibo meno no acho nunu uche.